Hey, we are at step 4 of the seed to seal process. This one's a little complicated, so I'm going to leave it up to Tyler to tell you about this part.
So this is our gas chromatography instrument. What this instrument does is it does two things for us. It gives us a unique fingerprint of the oil so we can identify it. But secondly, it tells us the purity of the oil. So I'll give you a quick rundown overview of how that happens. So this instrument, it takes the oil as a whole, and breaks apart each constituent, so we can then identify and label each constituent. So the way that happens is right here you have a sampler. You have a syringe that will take a little sample of your oil testing. It will inject it into a tiny oven. So right here is the basic oil. Inside that oven, your oil will be heated from room temperature up to 250 degrees Celsius. So at that temperature, your oil is going to go from a liquid state to a gas state. And then your new gas state oil will travel through two different columns. And in there, it's broken down to its different constituents. It travels through different ways, and arrives at the detector, which is then interpreted as your chromatograms. So right here, this represents each column. You have your non-polar and your polar columns here. And here each peak represents a different constituent of the oil itself. So we take this data and we compare it to a library. And we say, we know that limonene comes up at this retention time at this area percent. So we label that peak, and so on and so forth. Beta-phenylene, alpha-pinene, eucalyptyl, all the constituents. So that way we get a unique fingerprint for that oil. We also see its purity. So this whole process is generally done 3 times. So we do it once, right after we distill. So that's done after each batch. The second time we do it is when we get cooled batches together in a warehouse in York, test it for the second time. We want to make sure that while it traveled, nothing went wrong. It wasn't overheated, nothing was added to it. And then the third time we test it is after the sample's been bottled, labeled, packaged, it's ready to ship out the door. We'll test it for the 3rd time. That way we can make sure that all of our instruments are used to bottle the oil, everything. Nothing was contaminated, there was no expected use. To make sure that what you open at your house is clean, pure, is what it says it is.
That's great. Thank you, Tyler. See why I had him do it? Yeah, he's the expert. And that's cool, and that's why we're Young Living.